Okay. This is a different type of video right now. Recently, I have this feeling, this unshakable feeling that we are not actually living in 2024. Any kind of technical IT stuff feels like it's from 2004. I don't know why that's happening nowadays, but everything kind of feels like, or not everything, but a lot of important things that I'm handling day to day is kind of. So this is going to be a Nosphere yapping for X amount of minutes. Actually, you know what? You know what grinds my gears?
You know what really grinds my gears?
The first thing, in 2024, Instagram is showing the incorrect amount of badges on my phone, which is infuriating. It kills my OCD, which I don't have. But in terms of badges on my phone, no. In 2024, Instagram keyboard is not disappearing. It stays permanently on the screen. Or sometimes it's not showing up. The whole app slides up, but where the keyboard's supposed to be, that space is empty. 2024. Mind you, this is on an iPhone 15 Pro Max. I'm not flexing here. I just bought my first Pro phone because I'm preparing to play some shows in the US. I cannot tell you any more details about this, but I'm preparing to do such thing. And I thought, let's invest in a reliable phone which has the most battery life and it's stable. Well, psych! Third thing. Apparently, Instagram has over 10,000 different versions installed on users' phones. So that means there's 10,000 live versions. Stuff like this always happen. For example, my friend has a new feature, I don't have the new feature. But if I switch my account to my personal, that thing has the new feature. But where I would use it on my Nosphere channel, like Nosphere Instagram, that account doesn't have the new feature, which is absolutely baffling in 2024 in my opinion. Instagram story is not resharing on the first tap, only on the third tap. Yeah, so when I play a show, for example, and people start putting up stories about me, after the show, when I get home, settle in, calm down, I tend to re-watch the stories, and then the ones that are insane, I'm just reposting those. Usually, like 90% of those I repost. I have to click the tap to share button 3 times before it actually shows up. It's crazy slow. It's 2024. I don't understand it. I usually don't get notifications about messages that go into my requests. I don't know why. That's weird. After I check the requests, the badge stays that I have a new message, which I don't. In 2024, on Instagram, the sound mutes randomly and I have to put my phone to silent, then take it out of silent, then add 1 tick of volume, and then it's working. But not always. Sometimes you have to restart the app. Yes, 2024, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we do nowadays. Oh yeah, also, Instagram randomly stopped showing my content to about 60% of you who are following me on there. In 2023 November, my insights showed minus 60% accounts reached from 13k to 6.7k overnight. Thanks, Instagram. Cool beans. Thank you. I know this platform was dying for a long time now, but overnight minus 60% is wild. I always need to force close Instagram when the sound gets stuck on the first video when I'm opening up the application, and it overlaps with everything else. So you could be in your messages, but it keeps repeating the audio. Yes, 2024. Moving on to another app because I'm yapping about Instagram too much. Okay, Twitter notifications. I never get those. I have it enabled in the app, I have it enabled in my settings. I reinstalled the app, I deleted cache, I logged out, logged in, tried everything. There's no notifications, no badge, no sound. 2024. I edit all of these videos in DaVinci Resolve Studio, which I bought, which was expensive. And this professional video editing software is crashing all the time when I'm trying to use audio VSTs. It's weird, man. Also another thing, when I try to sidechain an audio, for example, usually have a breakbeat loop or a drum and bass aim and break loop in the background. I always have to manually cut out the part where there's music playing or when I'm in Ableton, because obviously you don't want music behind those parts. But I tried to use a compressor to mitigate this issue, you know, sidechain compressing it so whenever something is playing, it gets dubbed. In Resolve, for some reason, on a channel, you can only set one sidechain input. So if I have two compressors on the aim and break group, I'm just gonna show you. Okay, media is gonna be offline because the SD card is not inserted to the PC right now. But the thing I wanted to show you is if you come to the Fairlight page, which is the audio workstation page in DaVinci, you can see all of your channels here in this mixer thing. A3 is the actual audio 3 channel for the breakbeat loop. So if I put a compressor here, in Amex VST Pro C2, you can enable the sidechain and set audio 1, which is the PC out audio, that's Ableton, to control the compressor. But if I put in another compressor, Pro C2, this is the other instance, I can't change this to be my voice because then it changes it on the other plugin as well. So I have to make buses separately for each one, and then I have to make the bus control the audio here, which is much more complicated. It's not even a problem because I can understand how it works. If I want to have different compressor settings for the vocal and the Ableton sidechain compression, that's not possible. So, I mean, it's possible, but you have to set it up each project and it's just a mess. And it's also crashing because of, you know, random stuff. So, but in 2024, Ableton is crashing every time I have an automation lane selected with an audio clip on it by accident, and I try to stretch it holding shift. This problem exists since Ableton 9. I started producing on Ableton 8, 9. So yeah, in 2024, Discord app becomes unresponsive randomly. Have to restart to make it work. Yeah, that's true. The Discord app on the phone, it's just a total mess. Sometimes if I put it to sleep and then, you know, come back to it randomly, I'm on PC on Discord and I'm trying to send some photos in from my phone to the group chat we are in. It blocks out the button that I want to use for that. The add media button is just grayed out. I just don't know why. Discord on PC plays to disconnect and reconnect sounds randomly while nothing is happening and we have no internet issues. That's true. In 2024, that's still happening. Don't know why. Also, something that is like totally not like unacceptable, but you know, it's definitely extremely odd, is that the Discord default download was 32-bit. What? 32-bit in 2024? I think the lowest end notebooks today are 64-bit at least. 32-bit is such an old standard. I don't even know why. Like, you can definitely put it up as an option to download, but why is that the default? Anyways, okay, this other thing is crazy. There are some automatic game capturing softwares that start with a game, and you can select the .exe to be triggering the actual software, and it's only opening 50% of the time, and I don't know what is happening there. Like, each game, sometimes it starts, sometimes it doesn't. Don't know what's happening there, but it's good to know that in 2024, nothing is reliable, at least. I have predictive text disabled on my phone, but it won't let me write made-up words. Like, what? That's crazy. Like, made-up words as in, like, you know, random mosaic words or something like that. I just want to type in something stupid and it changes it to something else. Whatever. Can't get rid of iCloud badge in settings even if you tap on it. It is so annoying. That's true. It is annoying. Also, I'm reading this as someone else wrote it, but I just wrote up everything that was annoying at the time and I'm just reading out loud every single one of these because these are everyday problems. And you know, it's just baffling to me that it's 2024 and it feels like evolution started going backwards, if that makes sense. Everyday things become even harder as time progresses. Either this or I'm just getting old pretty fast. In 2024, I regularly use iMessage with my friends and family. And when I'm using the iMessage camera on iPhone, obviously, to record a video, it sends as a 144p video. And it's extremely pixelated, extremely tiny, sounds like shit. I just don't know why that happens. Ryanair traveling app only allows me to check in if I restart the application after logging in. That's true. I have to log in, click check in, restart the application, then actually check in, then log out, log in, select the returning flight, log out, log in, and then it works in 2024. Also, Patreon, the Patreon phone app. So in Patreon, if you're a creator, you can publish posts, and those posts are getting automatically generated promotional content from Patreon, which is extremely good and valuable. But if you're using the phone app and you click download or you tap download, it actually crashes the entire application, so it's useless. Also, the messages on Patreon are completely backwards. If you get a message and you open the app, it's not displaying the message. Only in the notification bar you receive is the only text that you see. You have to go into that specific conversation, hit refresh, close the app, reopen the app, and then it works. In 2024, government websites, that's specific to Hungary, but I'm sure most governments are like that. Government websites take forever to load anything, and it's also insanely annoying that they are only working in one browser, one specific one. In 2024, that is crazy. Okay, this is a big one. Opening up SoundCloud links that you receive. Whew. So, ideally, when you receive a SoundCloud link, you would think, I can just tap that button on the top right that says open in SoundCloud, and that's it. No. When you receive a message on Instagram, you tap link, and it opens up an Instagram browser with the link, and it says, tap this button to open it on SoundCloud. You tap it, then it says, do you really want to open SoundCloud? And you tap, yes, I have the app, and I want to play it on SoundCloud. And then, once you tapped it, it opens up the App Store to download SoundCloud. So the workaround for this is tap the 3 dots on the Instagram browser and select open in external browser or open in Safari, whichever is displayed. Sometimes they change that text. Once you do that, it opens up the same way as it looked on Instagram browser, the same everything, but when you click the same exact button on Safari, that actually opens up SoundCloud 60% of the time. The other 40%, it will still take you to the App Store, which is baffling. It doesn't make any sense. Also, sometimes it pops a question, are you sure you want to open SoundCloud? And yet it takes you to the actual App Store page. It's wild. This feature, that open in XY app, that works for Drive and Dropbox 50% of the time. Sometimes from Instagram browser, it takes you straight to Dropbox, but sometimes it just doesn't. So don't know what's going on there, but it is what it is. Okay, let's talk about games for a little bit. I played a lot of Xbox 360 games when I was in high school. Good old Battlefield 3, GTA 5, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, the best era of gaming if you ask me. Played all of them at launch. I never once experienced unstable and doo-doo servers like I do today on PC. For example, this is Apex Legends specific in my opinion, but I could be wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong. But when you are in the lobby, you have local animations running on your game client. And if you have server issues in the game, your animations start lagging. Why is the local animation on your machine dependent on the network? Okay, so it's 2024 and I'm still getting shot through walls and corners. True, on a 15 ping server, I get shot through walls. Also, don't even get me started on skill-based matchmaking. That's just the dumbest idea of all time. I know companies want to, keep player retention as high as possible for profits, but at the same time, it just turns off so many people from gaming. It's 2024 and there are more hackers than ever before. It's 2024 and when I'm trying to play Battlefield, this happens. When I'm trying to avoid this issue, I need to uninstall the game, uninstall the drivers, boot up the PC in safe mode to correctly uninstall every single driver, install everything again, including Steam, the game, the drivers, and that fixed the problem. Hooray! But that's an extremely long procedure. It's extremely long troubleshooting cycle if you are not familiar troubleshooting these type of stuff. Also, when we were first trying to avoid this issue, we switched to Battlefield 1, which is an older game. You can join a party, you can be in the same lobby. The party leader joins the game. For some reason, 99% of the time, the party is not the rest of the party is not put in the same game. They're just standing in the lobby waiting. It's like so random. Sometimes we legit try to get in the same game for like 45 minutes. It's trash. It's totally. It's 2024, goddammit. It's not 2004. We have the best technology ever to date. Like multiple trillions of transistors on a GPU, gigabit internet everywhere, reusable space rockets and everything. And we still cannot get a correct server timing. We are still favoring the players with 300 ping. Everything goes to nowadays, I feel like. 2024 doesn't feel real for sure. Another thing that annoyed me at the time. How is it possible that PlayStation lets people buy Tekken 8, for example, for $100 and then there's no free internet access? I have to pay another $150 to play online? Huh? Like, for real, this is I think. If you pay $100 for a game, at least make it so that you can play the multiplayer of it. Like, I already pay for my provider to get internet in the house, so then why can't I enjoy the expensive game I bought from the expensive console? Like, what? I know back in the day we had Xbox Live Gold and PSN was free at the time. It had its fair share of problems, but I think consoles should switch it up because people would definitely buy more consoles if their internet access wasn't blocked. In 2024, it's annoying to have everything subscription based and you can't really buy stuff anymore. The stuff you can buy are way too expensive usually. That's also something that is frustrating. It's happening all of the time with plugins. It's happening all of the time with everything, basically. For example, Reason Rack is $10 a month, and it's not a rent-to-own thing. It's actually just a subscription to Reason, because if you want the Reason Rack itself, you have to buy the whole dog. Like, for example, it's really frustrating as an artist to pay for SoundCloud Premium, the ultimate premium plan, which is hella expensive. It's just so annoying because SoundCloud, like, their services are bad. Compression is terrible. Their customer service is non-existent. They almost went bankrupt multiple times and they're just simply straight up ignoring everyone. It's crazy bad. And I'm still paying for it because I have to. For example, I don't understand how isn't there any defense mechanism behind other artists uploading your work. So for example, a week ago, someone decided to upload a remix of one of my self-released songs, which I distributed through SoundCloud Direct, or SoundCloud for Artists. I don't know what it's called right now. But it's a distribution platform that people with unlimited subscription can use to distribute tracks to iTunes, Spotify, blah blah blah. And someone was like, I'm gonna remix Hellfire and I'm gonna put Nosphere's name on it and give him 50% split, which is okay, but he didn't ask for permission. The remix isn't official, and SoundCloud was like, hell yeah, let's distribute it. Don't even ask Nosphere. Don't even give him this chance to approve it. Don't even do anything. And now his entire EP is in the front row of my Spotify, which is crazy. Like, how does this happen to an artist in 2024? Why isn't there any safe gate? Why do I have to deal with this type of stuff in 2024? 2024. This fell down. This is Hungary specific, but I'm sure everyone can relate in their own country. But I wrote, I love my country in 2024, which is Hungary, because every electronic product is 27% more expensive because of VAT. But in order to earn that money, the government takes away around 45% of your salary. Cool. If you decide to sell your goods later, you cannot cross 1,687 USD because they will tax you again for 27% on that as well. Cool, thank you. So if you have a regular job, your pay is taxed, then the product you buy is taxed, then if you want to sell it, it's taxed again. It's crazy. I have a good example to show you how bad it is. Right now, I could only test this theory with the M3 MacBooks because those are the newest ones right now. But I'm trying to save up for a MacBook for traveling in the US because I don't have any mobile PC, and obviously I want to keep making edits and, you know, exciting new stuff on the go while I'm touring. So I'm just preparing, you know. For example, an M3 Max 14-inch MacBook in the US is $3,600, but in Hungary the same model is $5,061, and it's the exact same thing. Nothing else changed, just the money. It's crazy. I'm probably choosing the M3 Max variant because I want the most video editing horsepower as well, because I want to make videos on the go. But yeah, it's crazy bad. Another thing, in 2024, how can a $1,000 TV be slow as hell and unresponsive every single time I turn it on? It's a Samsung TV, to be fair, and I know how they are made. I know how they are cheaping out on the parts. I know the actual computer part in it is pretty fucking slow and outdated, and they, you know, spend all the money on the screen. But at the same time, it's so frustrating to use it because it is unresponsive. When I turn it on, it takes about 30 seconds to get up and running. It's not able to recognize my button presses, and even then, Netflix doesn't even work half the time because it plays random episodes from the series we are watching, or it's just straight up not opening. It's totally random, and it's expensive. I just cannot understand how does this happen in 2024? Why everything is so freakishly cheap feeling. Also, TV is not recognizing .mkv format movies, but only sometimes. Other times it's totally fine. Windows not remembering my screen rotation and arrangement. Every time my PC restarts, it switches the main screen and it's all messed up. Plus Windows updates are f***ing up my performance constantly. Windows restarting because of an update mid-rendering. 2024. Also, another back to the TV. Not recognizing HDMI port if the device I'm plugging in was restarted. So if my PC was restarted, I have to climb behind the TV, unplug, restart the PC or PlayStation, then replug, and then it works.
I like to climb behind my TV in 2024 because HDMI protocols are not working.
Also, another Hungary-specific thing in my opinion, but I might be wrong, so, you know, comment down below if you have the same issue. But TikTok is region blocking me. So, for example, I cannot advertise TikTok videos or boost TikTok videos from outside the country I'm posting from. I don't know if this is like a legit US specific thing, like something tied to the Hungarian law or anything like that. I don't know for sure. It's odd in 2024, I believe. In 2024, the YouTube app is not showing new notifications under the My Channel tab. It's stuck on a specific date and won't refresh past that date, so it is still saying someone commented 7 weeks ago on one of my videos. Thank you, YouTube app. Reinstalled you like 5 times. Not working. YouTube showing 5 comments under the video, but I have none. And I know what you're saying. It's gonna refresh, don't worry. It's not refreshing. Multiple months from the video was posted, it still says 5 comments, but I see none. The last thing that I wrote, which is pretty self-explanatory, and I somewhat talked about it previously, there is no customer support anywhere nowadays, because if you try to chat with someone, they put you through to an AI chatbot who is useless 99% of the time. And there's also that lie that every single company uses that states,
"We are busier than usual. We have an unexpected high demand for our services right now, and we have a high number of incoming calls at this time. But your call is important to us, so please be patient."
Yeah, right. But this doesn't matter because 99% of the companies don't even have this anymore. Like SoundCloud, for example. I couldn't speak with anyone about my case that the distribution service allowed a stranger's music on my Spotify. The AI bot gave me a DMCA track I already filled out on Spotify's end, but nothing happened still, and it's been a week, over a week actually. The AI bot couldn't redirect me to a human being. These are all my gripes. Thank you for listening to me yap my life away for X amount of minutes. I'm not sour or anything. These are like everyday stuff that you have to get around. Stay positive, guys. Don't ever let anyone take your shine away. That's my advice to you. These things are annoying, sure, but these are just necessities that you have to solve these issues. That's what I'm trying to say. Even if they are annoying and even if they are appear every day, you just have to rifle through them because it is what it is. This is life right now. At least if you're an artist, if you earn great money from a completely different job that you are happy with, obviously you don't have to care about social media. But unfortunately, as an artist, we have to. So it is what it is. Stay safe out there, be positive, and have an amazing a day. And also, I wanted to thank you all for 1K on YouTube. We grew crazy fast. I'm trying to keep up with the videos. I'm trying to plan ahead, do this and that. Let's make this YouTube thing run for a long time. Give me exciting new video ideas and also tutorials to review. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to check out my website for a lot of high quality Serum and Vital presets and drum samples. You can also support me on Patreon, where I upload bass music specific tutorial content every single month. Peace.